where do we start? We might as well back it up to yesterday in DMX, okay. Well, look, honey, let me tell you, I've had it up to here. God bless my staff. They were entertained with telephone calls and making reservations and whatnot all night long. We made not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plane reservations for that man to come up here from South Carolina, and he missed all 5 flights. Then there's a guy in his life named Mo who has a van who was gonna drive him the 10 hours from South Carolina. From what I was told, X brought his bags out of the house, put them in the trunk, brought them back into the house. Out, in, out, in. His pastor said there was something going on up here and he wasn't really in a good place, X. And then he's got this baby's mother. Well, you know, he's got 13 kids. Yeah, well, and he owes over $1 million in child support. We were gonna talk about all this, and not in a judgmental way, but just in a what happened way. So he's got 13 kids, and apparently, no, please don't laugh. This is sad. All right, do what you wanna do. Look. Then he's got, one of the baby's mothers lives in Florida with one of his kids. Well, X said that he wasn't coming to New York unless we, now all of a sudden, fly the baby's mother up here so that I guess they can have a visitation backstage. I have no idea. But you wanna know what? I like DMX, we come from the same place, and we were accommodating. We bought the plane tickets for the baby's mother, she missed the flight, and nope, check. Showed up at the airport randomly the next day to get on the plane. No telephone call or anything, like she could just use the tickets for the Look, I told you all, and I mean this, he has until Friday. The show here must go on. So I want to shout out to the DeBlasio family, the first family of New York City. Mayor DeBlasio is the new mayor. I think he gets sworn in January or something like that. I love that he's 6'5". I love that he's down with the swirl. He's the first Democratic mayor in the city since David Dinkins back in the day. His wife, Mrs. DeBlasio, used to be a full-blown lesbian and wrote all. No, okay. She wrote about it herself in Essence magazine. You see, you thought I was outing her or something? No, I'm not that girl. Listen, she wrote about it in Essence magazine years ago, and this is before she met Mr. Bill de Blasio. And so I was asking, like, my producers, I said, well, are you allowed to, like, turn in your gay pass after you're finished with it? And you know what we all agreed? It's different for women than it is for men. So she was probably going through something and in college and having fun, and then she meets 6'5" Bill, which he's attractive now, but you should see him from back in the day. And then they got their 2 swirly kids, Dante and his afro, and look, just congratulations, DeBlasio's. And also, I want to shout out to Governor Chris Christie over in Jersey. The governor was reelected. That was him last night, and can I just talk about this surgery that he got for weight loss? What happened? Like, you got the Gov, you got the like, I don't notice a difference. I'm sorry, I don't notice a difference. Maybe there is a difference, I don't know. He got lap band surgery, and it was before the summer started. Now, I know people who've gotten lap band and gastric bypass and things like that, and the weight just drops. You know, and then they end up putting a little bit back on, to, you know, when they find their sweet spot. Maybe he's eating his way through the band. I don't know. Or maybe his intention is to do it slow and steady, so in 2016 he'll run for president and he'll be like skinny, like de Blasio or something. I don't know. But congratulations, Governor. And now, Charlie Sheen and Brooke Mueller's situation with their kids is just spiraling out of control. Charlie's ex, Denise Richards, who I call the patron saint of exes, allegedly no longer can care for Brooke and Charlie's twins. The boys are 4.5 years old, and Denise allegedly is saying that the boys are violent towards his classmates, violent towards the teachers, and even violent towards Denise's 3 daughters and her dogs. Now, she wrote this gigantic letter online. Google schmoogle when you get out of here, you know, on your phones. You'll see it. This giant letter online, maybe some of you all have seen it, but she really just spelled it out in, it's just horrifying about how these twins are. She reportedly is claiming that Brooke, who just got out of rehab for over the 20th time a month ago, is blocking her, Denise, from getting the twins the professional help that they need. Charlie is co-signing on Denise getting the twins help. Apparently, you know, taking them to a specialty doctor and having them analyzed. I don't know, maybe it would involve some Ritalin, at the very least a sedative. I don't know what to say, you know. And Martin Sheen and his wife, they're the grandparents, but you know how grandparents can't handle you know, kids who run roughshod all around? I don't know, these kids might end up being orphans. Well, they have a lot of family. I don't see anybody stepping up but Denise. And nobody likes a bad kid. Do you like a bad kid? I have no patience for that. You know who I am? I am the mother who, when you come over to my house and your kids are there, but the kids are running around and kicking their sneakers off, and the sneaker now scuffed my black walls. That's me. And you know what? And I don't do it in a mean way, but I am doing it in, this is the Hunter house, and I am Mrs. Hunter, and you just kicked your shoe, and you knocked over my vase, and scuffed the wall. Now who's gonna take care of that? And I dare you as the mother to say something to me. I dare you, because to me, the last thing you say to kids before you ring the doorbell is, you better behave. You better behave. That's all, yeah, you know. So I don't know who's gonna take care of these 4.5-year-old twins, but you know, John Gosling is speaking out about his 8+ kids. And you know, he says that the downside of doing the reality TV is that the kids, he feels, he sat down with Oprah and talked about the negative effect of reality TV with his kids. And here's some of what he said. And I understand what John is saying. However, obviously the Sheen kids, we never saw them on reality TV, and they're out of control, allegedly. All right, so John says, developmentally, my kids have problems with their peers, and they have problems with talking to others, and they have problems with wants and needs and manners and morals and what's right and what's wrong. I think more so than someone who grows up off TV. I appreciate him being honest and being candid, but oh, I hate some bad kids. Oh. I just, ooh. That's why I always believed in beatdowns and tap-taps. Yeah. And reward for good behavior, but not too many rewards. Okay, did you watch The Biggest Loser last night? Yes. I am so disgusted with Ruben Studdard. I don't know what to do. He was sent home. He was booted off the show after only 4 weeks. He weighed 462 pounds when he first got to the show. He only lost 5 pounds this week. But he's lost like 38 pounds overall. You know, you gotta start someplace. And so just take a look at Ruben and then we'll talk some more.
Leaving this place with a wealth of knowledge, I'm 38 pounds lighter, and I'm gonna take everything I learned away from here and try to live as healthy a life as I possibly can. It means the world to me to get a second chance. My goal coming into the Biggest Loser Ranch was to leave here a changed person, and I think I reached that goal. I'm bringing the real man back. America, my voice may be soulful, but the next time you see me, my body will be sexy. Peace out.
Ruben is such a lovely Southern gentleman. I love him so much, but Ruben, I don't think that you can do this on your own. And you know, the thing about The Biggest Loser is that Jillian does not play on that show. And unlike Celebrity Apprentice, you can't fudge the numbers on the scale. You know, if you're not gonna put in the work, you're gonna be eliminated. I'm just so shocked. I thought for sure that he would have won and lost weight. I don't think that he can do it on his own. I think that you need to get the lap band surgery. And stick to it. And you know, all right, so I did a little research for you, Ruben. The lap band surgery, you lose 2 to 3 pounds a week. so you don't lose it fast. Maybe that's why Governor Christie is not skinny yet, you know? Maybe not. The average cost for lap band surgery is $14,000, although it might be twice as much for you because he is twice as big. Remember, Caroline Manzo's daughter on the Jersey Housewives got the lap band surgery. But she didn't start out a big giant fatso. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised she even qualified for that surgery. I mean, she had issues with food, but certainly not. Isn't she cute with that boyfriend of hers, Vito? So cute. So anyway, so the average cost is $14,000. Sometimes insurance will cover it. Ruben, I am sure that your insurance will cover it based on all this. So the next time that you're in New York, what I want you to do is I want you to pay me a visit here at the studio, and then I'm going to quickly drive you up the street to Montefiore Hospital. They're gonna strap you to a gurney, and we're gonna get her done. Okay, so Kenya Moore in Atlanta thinks it's okay to text a married man. Now listen, it's not, look, every situation has its situation. It's not that he's married if you're in business together and you're making money or something like that, you know. But we all know that Kenya does not get along with Phaedra. So you don't need to be having a relationship with her husband, Apollo, on text. The Donkey Stallion Booty, you all aren't in business together, and being on that show is not what I call being in business together. You are wrong, Kenya. You are really wrong. And until you get right, all we can say you are is pretty. But no man will ever keep you because you don't play by the golden rule of the sisterhood. And here's what she says. She says, I am like an open book. I don't try to hide things. So if I was texting in response to Apollo texting me first, I don't see how that's a problem, especially when they were not inappropriate texts. Listen, when you look like you, Kenya, no woman wants to squint and wonder whether it's appropriate or inappropriate. You are gorgeous. Plus, not only that, men are stupid. Not all of you, but sorry. Sorry, man. I mean, less than smart. Like, if Apollo stupidly texts you, you should have called him up and said, look, with this body I have and with the way your wife feels about me because she can't stand me, you don't need to be texting me. This is inappropriate. Men need us to school them on what's right. You are wrong. Okay. I have to get to this Jennifer Lopez story because how much more time do I have left in the Hot Topics? 7 minutes? 7 minutes?
7 minutes.
Oh, well. Jennifer Lopez says that she's all natural and she wants everybody to know it. Oh. Well, let me tell the story. She said, That's like my call of disbelief. Let's do it together. Okay, there's a UK plastic surgeon alleging that Jennifer has had plastic surgery, and he tweeted proof by posting pictures like these. Okay, just clap if you think that's a new nose. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, Jennifer. You still have had a lot less, she looks a lot less surgicalized and fillered than most of the women in Hollywood. Most of the women in my neighborhood, come to think of it. Jennifer tweeted that she never had any plastic surgery of any kind, #fact. Now, the surgeon has 1,000 followers on social media. Jennifer has like 25 million. So this is only a story because you howled back, Jen. You should just shh. The doctor later apologized and claimed that his assistant is the one who tweeted without his knowledge. In the meantime, I think that Jennifer Lopez looks tasteful. There is nothing wrong with, the original nose looks like one of those noses where you go like this all the time, like, you know, and then it just becomes like a little stuck like that. You still look great, regardless, girl. Okay. So it looks like Jay-Z is sticking with his partnership with Barney's department store despite the recent racial profiling. I gotta tell you something, I forgot all about this, this story. He just launched his, he just announced that he's launching a fragrance in the store. The fragrance is gonna be like in like a gold flask type of container. I'm sure it'll smell very good. I have to say that, we pop culture people, forget about what we learned and what we were upset about at least 72 hours after it happens. Or, I mean, it's terrible. Like, we never ride a cause till the wheels fall off anymore. And then the world is spinning so fast that just when you grab onto a cause, like racial profiling at Barney's, well, there was a shooting over in Jersey at the Garden State Plaza Mall. So there's a whole nother, first of all, if you're black, we already know racial profiling. So it really, that wasn't a thing. Second of all, I'm concerned about these shootings at the malls. The holiday season is coming, all right? For those of you not here or know about Jersey, the Garden State Plaza Mall is one of the upscale malls in Jersey. It's the one with Bloomingdale's and Neiman Marcus and Nordstrom. It's like the Short Hills Mall. Anyway, the boy walked in there, a nice-looking fella too. Apparently, he wanted to be a model, and he shot in the air. He didn't shoot anybody, and then he went to a far-reaching corner of the mall and shot himself. And so now he's dead. So the mall is just opening back up today, but it had been closed for 2 weeks. The weekend's coming. That's what my kid likes to do on the weekends. And I always tell him, no, you're not going to the mall. On the basis of people being crazy, that you just can't try. I don't even want to go to the mall. And I'm from Jersey, and that's what we do. But you just, so that Jay-Z thing, ooh, thank you. The Jay-Z thing, I forgot all about it. And I'm on to us as a people being safe for the holiday season. I'm exhausted. Let's talk about Courtney Love, because she says that she's ready to make a comeback. And she talked to a magazine called Fashion Magazine. That is such a random name, but it's good. It just gets right to the point. Fashion Magazine. Anyway, it's out of the UK. I had never heard of it either, or out of Canada. And here's what Courtney says. She says, listen, if Orange is the New Black star Natasha Lyonne can burn down a house and Robert Downey Jr. can go to prison for 2 years, I deserve a second chance. I know there's hope for me. I think she does deserve a second chance. I loved her in that Larry Flint movie. And I'm not a big fan of a whole bunch of rock music, but I certainly liked her when she'd get up there in those baby doll negligees, in that band that she has, Hole, and I thought that it was pretty right on that it was all girls in the band. I like Courtney a lot, and she does deserve a second chance, in my opinion. She's had a lot of ups and downs, but she's currently recording a new album, and she's also writing her autobiography. Now, see, that's a book I want to read.